Good evening and welcome to week 2 of social media and online community engagement. This week on the discussion board, you'll be doing something similar to what you did last week. You'll be setting up 2 social media profiles, only this week those profiles will be Reddit and LinkedIn. You'll post the URL of your profile on your initial discussion board post, and you'll also compose draft posts of what you would write on Reddit and LinkedIn respectively to promote either your article for this week or your capstone project. Please keep in mind that the same parameters as last week apply. You need to draft separate social media posts for each platform, and you cannot use any photos or videos in your posts for the sake of this assignment. That initial post is due by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday night. And then in your response post, you'll do what you did last week, which is you will suggest 2 ways that one classmate can improve his or her posts or profiles. You can either suggest changes to your classmates' draft posts for promoting their article or capstone project, or you can suggest ways that your classmate can improve their LinkedIn or Reddit profiles as a whole. The choice is yours. You can also do a mixture of the two if you would like one suggestion for improving a profile and one suggestion for improving a draft post. The rubric is also the same as last week, so please be sure to look at the feedback you received on your week 1 discussion board assignment in order to make sure that you were following all the rules, meeting all the requirements, and that will help guide your work on the week 2 discussion board assignment. Of course, if you have any questions when it comes to Reddit or LinkedIn, please feel free to reach out to me and let me know. I know Reddit in particular is something that some people may have never heard of before, and it isn't very aesthetically pleasing. It looks kind of like an outline that someone took notes on for class. So it does take a little time just to get used to that format and how to navigate it. So if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and let me know. Now, with that said, I want to go ahead and turn our attention to the week 2 publication. So you will be writing another article for your main website this week, and it does need to be on another topic that is related to your overall capstone project. Only this time it needs to focus on an expert in the field that your capstone project is on. So as an example, if I was writing about figure skating, since I enjoy figure skating in my spare time, perhaps my expert would be Michelle Kwan. Okay, someone who has almost 10 world titles to her name would definitely, or national titles, I should say, would definitely qualify as an expert. Traditionally, an expert is someone who has at least a decade of experience in the field and or an advanced degree in the field. And what I want you to do in this article that you're posting to your website is to focus on the expert in the field, focus on what makes that person an expert, and why your readers should follow that person on social media and should pay attention to what this person is doing, whether it be in social media or in the real world. And make sure throughout your article you include hyperlinks to at least 2 social media sources. So, for example, if you mention that your expert went to Harvard University, you can go ahead and hyperlink to the LinkedIn group for Harvard University. If you mention that your expert is in the field of figure skating, you can go ahead and link to a Reddit page that talks about figure skating. So you do have to have 2 social media sources, and that those social media links you provide go directly to the social media platforms themselves, not just articles you may have found on the social media sources. You can go to specific posts or specific users' profiles, it doesn't matter. But you should also have other hyperlinks throughout your article To show your supporting evidence, you should start your article with a headline. Your article should be at least 400 words and should be written from an objective third-party perspective, just like last week's article. So again, please be sure to use the feedback you received on the week 1 publication to help guide what you do as far as general style, word count requirements, that kind of thing with the week 2 article. And then you'll notice when you go to submit your article this week that you have a submission form to submit it on, and that submission form asks you to promote your article on 4 different social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and LinkedIn. We are building on what you did last week. So last week you started doing promotional work on Facebook and Twitter. This week you will continue doing promotional work on Facebook and Twitter. You will just add in Reddit and LinkedIn. So please be sure when you're working on your assignment for this week that you give yourself time to draft 4 completely different social media posts promoting your article and put those on your submission form before you upload your form, and make sure you've given yourself enough time to do all that and still meet the Sunday night deadline of 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. The publication rubric is actually the same as it was last week. So again, please use your feedback from the week 1 publication to help guide your work on the week 2 publication. The biggest differences are that your 2 social media hyperlinks are going to different social media platforms. Last week, they went to Facebook and Twitter. This week, they'll go to Reddit and LinkedIn. And this week, you're kind of focusing in your article topic, at least, will focus in on an expert within the field of your capstone project, as opposed to just anything related to your capstone project. Those are really the only differences between last week's publication requirements and this week's publication requirements. Now, if you do have any questions at all, please don't hesitate for a second to give me a call, shoot me a message on FSO, or email me directly. I'm happy to help in any way that I can, so please just reach out to me and let me know how I can best assist you throughout the week. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this GoToMeeting session. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a terrific evening.